Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's session of Soul's Code with my co-hosts, Lorilet Monegro and Andra Annette. And today we're going to talk about balance because life gets really crazy sometimes, really busy, and you still got to find that balance. Otherwise, that health goes out the window, and so does whatever you're working on that's really important to you. You can't do things haphazardly and be efficient in the same way. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So I know as a someone that works in health that when I was micromanaging my mother's care when she got sick and I was working two jobs and I was still dealing with the stress of my mom my sister when that she passed, I never effectively dealt with it, that I didn't have any really balance in my life. And everything went out the window pretty quick. I was emotionally distraught. I was getting tired. I was getting cranky. I was getting punched drunk with everybody. Someone would say to me, and they were adding more and more stuff into our workloads. They changed the unit that I ran was a 40-bed unit, and they were changing it. They said, we can make more money in acute care now, so we're going to be acute care, and I'd like you to change your unit by tomorrow. Decide what staff that you've been working with for the last 12 years you want to keep. I said, excuse me, because some of them are going to go over there. And by the way, if you could find another nurse for your unit, I said, what? And and they just kept adding more and more stuff. And then we had to try to decide where these people that were on my unit, for some of them, as long as they've been there 30 years, 40 years, where they were going to go in the building and who we were going to pair them with. Were we going to be able to keep them with their now roommates or whatever? So it was crazy. And I remember people, usually Andra was usually happy go lucky girl. And someone would say Andra, and I'd say, what do you want now? I was just like, and I know that when I'm not in balance, that my attention spans and my reaction is very different.
Yes,
You
that
know,
is that is something that I think, when you talk about balance, finding that sweet spot for balance would definitely be different for everybody. But I guess overwhelm hits us and that can be really uncomfortable when you can't just skip out, right? You can't you still got to kind of respond to whatever is in front of you and you have to be adaptable. So that balance has to come with the sense that we have to be open to adaptability and that adaptability can be difficult if we are set in our ways, right?
well, in healthcare, you have to be flexible because things are always changing. But when you're overwhelmed, I think that your flexibility is not as flexible. You're because you're overwhelmed and you're like ready to put up your hands and say, okay, enough. I've had
Mhm,
it.
mhm.
you know so you got to step
Oh yeah.
back and breathe and really tap
And
back into yourself. And I think that a lot of times balance really means prioritizing what's important to me. What can I do right now
mhm,
in this moment to
mhm.
focus on that and still do these other little things? And do I need to do all those little things? Because when I talk about balance, it's really about getting rid of a lot of the things. Because as people, we are micromanagers. We're used to being micromanagers and multitaskers. And a lot of times we're saying yes to everybody. And really, we want to say no, 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 no
I think
again.
that whole no is hard to do when you are someone that, are in these service-based professions. We tend to kind of want to
But
do
we
so
don't.
much, that
Yeah,
this
we
is where
always,
all that stress comes from.
yeah, but we do
Learning to
learn to
say no
say,
is best.
we do learn to say no, like, hey, Andra, can you help me with this? Well, I have 15 other things to do right now, but if you can wait, 3 hours, then I'll be happy to. There's got to be another way to address it. I know that with my clients, they're people pleasers, and a lot of them are still those yes people. And they said, well, I don't know how to say no. I said, sure you do. Round your lips. I said, no. I said, sure you do. I said, but you don't always have to say no. You can say, I can't right now. Is this something that can wait? And a lot of times people want what they want now, and they don't realize that you're already swamped. And when you ask, say, can it wait? They'll say, never mind.
Yeah.
Or, you know, how
You
how important is this to you?
This point that you're just bringing up is actually so critical, because I find that especially now, people want to demand your attention like on the moment. They want to make you respond to text messages right away. They want you to be on your phone right away. They have this weird expectation that everybody's on their phones. For example, me personally, I'm on my in my job. I have to put my phone to the side. I am not with my phone back and forth and I'm going to be texting and whatever. No, I have people to treat, things to do, notes to write. You're not gonna get my attention just because you have my phone number and think that I'm gonna be on this. You're lucky when I get on that and it's my lunchtime. But I can't be like on this phone trying to respond to people's messages left and right as if I have nothing else to do. And I find that people get very upset when you don't engage them the way they want to engage.
Girl, I had someone call me at 3 o'clock in the morning the other day. Now I'm up at 2:30 every morning. But the fact that he thought it was okay, I don't even know this person, to call me from Instagram. So I picked up my phone and I texted him. I said, do you have any idea what time it is over here in the Bronx, in America, where I live? I said, do you think it's appropriate to be calling anybody at this time? So he said he was sorry and continued to say what he wanted to say.
Right.
So I said, you've been warned, Lock.
But that's exactly
Because
what I'm
when you
referring
don't
to.
show respect, but
To
that's,
the other person's boundaries. It's
you
like
have
such
to.
a
And
problem.
those are people that you can't really, you
I
can't,
let it go.
but that's, I did let it go. I let him
But
go right into, right into
exactly,
Lock
but that's
City.
because you're clear. You're realizing, wait a minute, I haven't done anything wrong. This person just, I'm trying to explain to them this is not an appropriate time, or no, I can't engage you in this manner. And they take offense at that. It really tells you it's their issue, it's not your issue, because you're basically explaining where you're at, your situation. And that is one of the things I'm finding, that people in a society that's become very like, I need gratification instantly. I need to get what I say I want right now. It's kind of like I order the food I wanted really fast. I just want to go pick it up, or, DoorDash or whatever it is. Everything is instant, 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 instant. And no, that's just not the way life is. It's just not the way life is. So finding that balance can be a challenge, right? When you have this new mentality of like, things got to get done really quickly, really quickly, really quickly, as if there isn't prioritization schedules for things. So this, what you mentioned to me, is huge in this world of
I,
just having a response to a need or a call or a situation.
but we do it too. And we have to expect what we expect. So when we set those boundaries, we have to realize that those boundaries, other people are entitled to them too. So
Mhm.
if I ask somebody, hey, can you do this? And they like, if I ask my husband to do something and he says, well, honey, I'm on my way to the door, I can't flip a pickle and say,
Right.
what? I never asked you for nothing. And now you know I do. And
No,
so you
absolutely.
have to respect other people's boundaries too. So I had a hard time with this in the beginning, because when I looked at my schedule and how busy it was, most of it was filled with other people's stuff. and things that I was helping them with, and none of it was really things that I was working on that was important to me. So as I started to take back my time, I said, well, what am I going to do with all this time? And I said, well, how about I do nothing? I just sit here and relax for a minute. And then I started finding those moments of like pure joy where I could just relax and enjoy where I was, which was something I found that I never really did. But balance really is about taking back your time, saying no. Because even if it's your job, there are certain things that are in our qualifications, and we are flexible. But that doesn't mean that we're anyone's, stepping stones, that whenever they need something, that they could just come to us. Because people always would come to me with something as a nurse. Hey, Andra, can you show me how to do this real quick? And I'd say, but so I started saying, how many times have I showed you this exact thing? What do you think it would take you to actually learn this skill? Do it for yourself. Come
Right.
on, let's go find out. And I would say, because this is the last time I'm showing you this.
Right.
But set those boundaries. How many times have I done this for you? Because there are some people too that just really don't want to do it and want to kind of move it into your corner. Not all people are like that. So,
No, of course. Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
mean, I've seen that too. I remember when I was in nursing school, true story. There was a woman that was running around and she was looked like she was going crazy, like doing this, doing this, doing this. And I was watching her because it looked like she was doing zigzags up and down the hall. And the nursing instructor had said, wow, she must be really busy today. She's very busy. I said, not if you're watching her. She's not. I said, because that one's helping her and that one's helping her and that one's helping her. I said, I haven't seen her do any real skills today. It looks like she's got everybody doing it. I said, so either she's the smartest of the bunch or she just doesn't handle stress well. I said, because I haven't seen her do any actual work yet. She just kept telling anybody, I'm really busy. Can you do this for me? I'm really
Right.
busy. Can you do
So
this for me?
delegating it to other people.
She was delegating it, and delegation is good when you use it effectively. So there are certain things that I just stopped taking on. If someone says, Andrea, can you do this? I would say, no, I don't think so. Can you find someone else? Because I'm not available right now.
Right. But
Or
that's a healthy boundary. You're not trying to be anything. You're actually assessing, hey, should I be doing this or not? And if it's not something you should be doing because it's taking away from something else, right? When you say yes to something, it means you're saying no to something else that should be in that place or could be in that place. So it's a matter of kind of being clear. And I don't think that in the long run, that actually doesn't set you up for disrespect. It actually, people then respect your time. They respect who you are. They respect when you actually say yes to things because then they realize you're giving them your attention and that you value your attention. Um, and I think that that's one of the sad parts when we are givers and people don't value our time or who we are or what we're giving them. They think that they could just manage you in a way that it pleases them without the regard of who you are and what you bring to the table, right? Taken for granted. So balance
time is
can
all we have
like
too.
that,
So time is all
So
we have too. So we do have to be controlled. But balance, everybody has like family life, they have friends, they have social. So I noticed even when I came online and I was building my business, I was helping a lot of people with things that they needed help with. And I started saying to myself, why are they asking me? I'm the newest, you know what I mean? Why are they asking me?
mhm.
Am I really the right ones to be helping them? But they kept asking me. And I started saying, I'm not getting anything done in my business, but I'm really busy helping everybody else with theirs. So,
Mhm.
and I had to start saying no. So, because I needed that time, I was helping them with something silly. That they really didn't pay attention to anyway. We wound up becoming their little bitch fest. But so I could have been spending with my husband or on a beach or at a movie or something like that. So now I realize that there's got to be that husband time There's got to be that me time. There's got to be that business time. And there's got to be a time to shut everything down and just say, okay, this is Andra's little time to do whatever she wants, whether it's go to sleep, she's so
It's true.
tired, or it's this or it's that. But whatever it is, you're entitled to that. And sometimes people try to make you, I don't know, feel guilty if you're not readily available, like you were saying.
Yes.
My chat is full. I have people telling me on Facebook, answer your chats. And I'm like, I don't even know this person. Who the hell are they? So I just respond. Not my
People who
job.
know me, I've told them I am not on those messenger. I'm not, I'm not gonna add a WhatsApp. I'm not gonna add a Facebook. I'm not gonna add a TikTok. I'm not gonna add what? All of these things are gonna keep all my attention. No, I'm not interested in that kind of engagement. After a while, it becomes toxic because everybody wants your attention on their beck and call, and it's totally not okay. I
No, it's
don't think
not.
it's okay. I'm setting very firm boundaries because the job that I do when I work with the children or when I work with an individual is demanding because I give them my full attention. So, I don't want to have my time squandered by a whole bunch of notifications, a whole bunch of things, because everybody wants something else on their end of the game that has nothing to do with anything that advances anything that I need to do. There's only so much space and time. Time is finite, and people have to be very mindful and respectful of this so that we can do, and engage in doing things well, right? But also with that balance, that harmony, that sense of wellness in doing things. We can show up with joy. We're excited to take a call. We're excited to engage someone as opposed to feeling bothered or burdened because the other person doesn't see your own experience. Like busy schedules that we may have at work, the kind of work that we do, you're not sitting down chit chatting. You're one after the other, after the other, after the other. It's nonstop. And I think that when people don't know the other end of the short stick, right? They assume that you just have this time without knowing, paperwork that you got to do, follow-ups that you got to do. People don't understand how the day is broken down into every 15 minutes. I know exactly what I'm doing, where I'm at, where I'm going to
Me too.
be. I'm not like chilling and I have nothing else to do with my life. Um, so this issue of balance, I find that again in this day and age people are very short fused. I don't think we're in a better place. People really expect quick answers. They expect everything right away. They expect you to drop everything and give them um, what they want at the minute they ask for it. So
Yeah, so I think that what we've gone over so far is that balance is about setting boundaries because you do have to protect that personal time, that personal space. And balance is really in all areas of your life. It's not just in your busy workday, it's not in your relationship, it's in all of those areas. And if you don't have, if any one of them is out of balance, you're out of balance. Trust me. I've been in that place
have
many a
I
time. I've been in that place many a times, especially in the healthcare field, because everything kind of comes at you all at once.
all at
So
once.
even sometimes on the floor, like when everything goes wrong all at once, you have multiple emergencies. You have to stop what you're doing or even just clear your mind for a second and say, slow down, back it up. What's priority?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What's airways? Whatever. You have to.
Especially, yes, in the clinical, like the hospital setting, and you're in, it's like you can't. Time is like life. It's everything.
I know.
It's
All right,
like,
guys.
yeah.
So we're gonna end it here today. We're gonna keep it short and sweet because we do have something else to do. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We love you, but we're talking about real stuff here today. But we do want to keep it short because we want to keep you engaged and we don't want to drag on and on and on. So we hope you're having a great day. As always, we love having you here. And if you know anyone that's having issues with children that are maybe disadvantaged or maybe being treated disadvantaged because of an illness or a disease. We'd love to have you on our show. We talk about real stuff all the time, and we want to be able to advocate for you in a better way. So please reach out to Lorilet Monegro or myself, Andra Annette, and we'll get you in for a call. Okay? Have a great day.
Bye.
I don't know how to shut this thing off now. Oh.